So, you are playing the Stanley Parable. Yes, indeed we are. Well, I mean, okay, I have to come clean. I did just play this once, just like an hour ago or so, and then I struggled with OBS for another like half an hour. But, oh yeah, introductions in order. Hi, I'm Chimera. I want to record this gameplay because I constantly speak to myself when I'm playing games, so I might as well have an actual audience that might listen to these things. And yeah, that's really it. So yeah. Sorry, that sounded a lot like critical. The end is never, the end is never, the end is... I wanted to play this game for such a long time. I just never had a good laptop to run games. Until the beginning of this semester, this year, I got myself...
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Stanley relished every moment of the office. Though it had been made.
Okay, so I made the executive decision to switch to my earphones for the audio of the game. So I'm hearing the game through the headphones, but I'm speaking into the computer's mic. And that solves the double game audio problem, I think. Let me check this out, hold on. I think we finally got it right. I also played with my own audio a little bit, so it's a little louder. But I have confirmed that the double audio is gone, which is great. Let's finally start the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
It took me ridiculously long to realize that E is the way to interact with things, and not the mouse as the keybind would suggest. What time is it? It's... Oh, wait! No. Okay, I got excited for a second. That's 20... It's, if I'm not mistaken, that's 25 past 11. But, that's not my... That's very close to my real time, but it's not exactly. Open sesame, come on. You? No?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hate when that happens.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
This is a very old game. I mean, I don't mean that as a bad thing, but it's been out for a very long time. I do know a couple of things. For one, I know that I could climb this chair and go up there. But I'm gonna pretend I don't know anything, and I'm going to respect the narrator's storytelling genius and follow his plans. For the most part, at least. It's like a countdown. 15.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Enter the door on your left. Imagine me bringing up my hands. Alright, we'll go left. 13, 12, 11.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. I noticed office party at Friday at 4 p.m. You reckon if I log in at Friday at 4 p.m. or, well, open the game at Friday at 4 p.m., I would actually catch an office party? You reckon that would happen? Everyone is unique. You most of all. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Wow. Oh Lord. Boss appreciate? No, hell no. Ooh, a specially titled room. I wonder what this could mean. Aye.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
What? What do you mean I can't? I didn't try to jump.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No
I'll
reason to
respect
still
your
be
choices
here.
for now.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Up, down, up, down. Ooh. Oh. I have to squint. I have to get real close to the screen and squint.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
love
human
these
life.
paintings.
Shocked,
These
unraveled,
three, I love
Stanley
them. They're
wondered in
so
disbelief
funny.
who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from
Sewage
him.
lilies by
What he could
Claude
not have
Money.
known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss
I
had been
love that
keeping from
machine.
him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Wait,
But of
where?
course, Stanley couldn't possibly have
Where?
known this.
Oh, there. 2, 8, 4, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Last time I was stuck admiring these paintings. The first time. I mean, there's only one last time, and it's the first time I played this. I was stuck admiring these, and he just got impatient and opened the door. What if I just stay here?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
If light is on, call X914 immediately. Should we be concerned? Ooh, that's so tempting. That's so tempting. But later, let's respect him for now. Respect his wishes.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oi.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building,
that's us.
Stanley's co-workers.
There, you see
the
that?
lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Look, 427. That's us. Let's go. We're gaining our freedom. For sure, for sure. No doubt.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oh, I could just run out of that elevator the moment it starts closing. I really could. But we should respect his wishes for now.
No. He refused to believe it.
No.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Have I?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
For sure. So the first time I came here, I accidentally pressed on and I kind of nuked myself. But I don't know if there's actually a way to disable it. I did try, but I couldn't figure something out in time. I will figure it out eventually. Don't you worry. But I don't really want to try it right now. I'm really brain dead. Let's go. Woo. Oh, that was loud. Where am I?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. Yay! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Yay!
Freedom was mere moments away.
Indeed.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
It's all prequel material,
Where had his
baby.
co-workers gone? How
Or
had he
sequel.
been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking. but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I love the irony in this game. I really do. Ah, what a beautiful sight. Oh.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay! Indeed we are! We're so happy right now! Awesome, I beat the game. Thanks for watching, everyone. Okay, so between then and now, I played a bunch with the audio filters. Hopefully now it doesn't always record the fans. But we'll see. We'll see. I think it's better now. Okay, resume the game. So we're at the start again. I'm thinking we could do one more ending in this game. Be my Valentine's? Oh, it's late for that. The end is never the end is never the end. Well, I just ended it. I hate Mondays. I like Mondays. It gives me something to do. You know what I really hate? I hate Sundays. Sundays are like... Saturday is just vacation. And you know after that, it's another vacation. So that's great. But Sundays, oh, Sundays, you know you're running out of time. You're running out of time. And I don't like Sundays.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, well, yes.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody.
What could
He began
it mean?
wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No, I do know it. 2845.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
No, how could I ever know? How could I ever know?
Stanley simply began entering 2845.
Okay.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random
buttons.
buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Oh. If I've cut the video, let it begin from here. So I know I said, let's do another ending. However, I went all the way through to the same ending. One day. I tried a couple different things. I can do it. They all failed. Fuck!
No. His own life in someone
It has
else's
to be.
control? Never. Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes, apparently. They all led me up to the same decision of like off or on. Sure
For
about
he
that.
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh yes. Oh yes, I will. And I got too cocky. I thought I could slide my screen right as I was about to press off. I would sneakily press on. Oh, oh no! Fuck! But no, that failed. I couldn't. Oh, I said another ending, but I just got the same ending. I'm
Blackness
an idiot.
and a
I'm an
rising
idiot.
chill of uncertainty.
And now, once again, I am at the crossroads. And you know what they say? Don't turn left at the... Wait, was it right or left? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's about it for today. I really had fun. I definitely felt more like my talking was worth it. I usually talk more, but I also didn't want to fill all the empty space with something, so let me know what you think, I guess. I hope you enjoyed this. See you in the next video or next gameplay, whatever it will be. Take care. Bye. Testing, testing, testing. The fans are picking up, so let's see if this actually works. Yeah, the fans are picking up. Will they hit above 30 decibels? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put the noise gate much higher than just 30 decibels. Or minus 30, whatever. Ooh, it's climbing! It's reaching minus 24. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, put the noise gate at 24. A dying godman, full of pain. When will you come again? Before him. I think that's good enough. This thing actually sucks. I just tested it out. Bad. How does my voice sound with this? It does pick up my speaking noise. When will it begin picking up the fans is what I wonder. Oh, now it's picking it up. Why? Just why? I'm giving RN Noise one more chance just because my voice is quite loud. I think I'm benefiting a lot from the filters because of that, because I can imagine people with more quiet voices probably have a harder time figuring this out than I do. But I was giving a presentation and I was told to hold the mic farther away from me. I was already holding it at stomach level. I was already holding it below my chest. I couldn't hold it farther than that, and it still was too loud. So, one more try, baby. One more try. Let's see if the fans get picked up now. Oh? They are quite loud. But I'm louder. I think it's working. I think this... Well, every single Reddit guide and like other guide that I'm looking at for the noise gates recommends much lower values. I guess I'm just that loud. Wow. It comes to my rescue. But yeah, the fans are going quite fast right now, and it's still not picking it up with a very, very high close threshold for the noise gate. Like minus 16 decibels or something. And the opening is like minus 10 decibels, which is, yeah, everyone recommends like 36, 24, something like that. I am just unnaturally loud. And it still picks up the mouse too. Well, I'll play with these settings next time. Alright. Under normal circumstances, it should not detect the mouse unless I'm talking. You're not gonna guess the genius idea I had. I just moved the mouse away from the laptop. I'm holding it at a distance, so I'm so smart, aren't I?